Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, one of the biggest things that we all deal with, universal, is worrying about putting gas in our car and food on the table. Beyond our rent, beyond paying the mortgages, those are the two biggest things that we spend money on. And so when we have bad credit, the thing about it is basically trying to find a way to actually to continue putting food on the table and things of that nature. So I'm going to share with you what I think is some of the, it's almost a guaranteed win for us credit cards when trying to get approved, okay, when you have bad credit. Now, some of these does come with an annual fee, so I'm just giving you the heads up, right? But the first one is with the Surge card. And the reason they're on this list is because at least even with bad credit, they try to give you up to $1,000, all right? Yeah, a lot of people don't like the card, but at the same time, it is a choice, all right? Now, there's another credit card that gives you up to $1,000, and that's the Imagine Visa, okay? Now, here's the thing about it, like I said, is that with some of these cards, people don't like them because they charge the annual fee. However, when you need to put gas in your car, you need to put food on the table, and you can't borrow money from anybody or whatever, you have to do what you have to do, all right? So I'm not knocking anybody for that. Then another credit card you should take a look at is with the Destiny MasterCard. Now, this here card guarantees a $700 limit. The downfall about this card, it only goes, its annual fee is $175. Okay, so you just have to keep that in mind. But if you're financially destitute and you need some money to put gas in the car, food on the table, hey, you do what you got to do, right? Now, there is a credit union out there that offers a fresh start credit card called First South Financial Credit Union. Now, their fresh start credit card, it only starts at $250. However, it is an unsecured credit card for those that want to check it out. Then another credit card that you may want to check out is the Reflex credit card. Now, with that credit card, it starts at $100, but again, these are credit cards that you may have high annual fees on, so just keep that in mind. Now, another credit card for you guys that have bad credit is the Patel Rise credit card. Okay, it goes from $300 up to $3,500. All right. Now, it does charge an annual fee, and the reason that they offer this card is for people like with really challenging credit. Okay. Now, please understand, with Patel being a fintech company, you do have to have an active checking account for them to verify that you are receiving income, okay? I'm finna get into some credit cards, and one of these credit cards that's really a win for you guys, I hope you appreciate it, all right? Now, that credit card, one of the credit cards we're talking about is the Consumer Credit Card, Consumer Credit Union credit card, all right? Now, the reason is like they give you 0% interest, all right, for 12 months on this credit card, all right? Now, the reason this credit card is interesting because they use a Vantage TransUnion credit score. So, if you have a bad credit score, but if you add like rental payments, if you add authorized users, if you add utility bills, if you add subscriptions, and the card is issued through Elon Financial as well, okay, you would have a higher chance of being approved for this card. And they do automatic credit limit increases, okay? So that's a credit card you should check out. Then the next credit card, a lot of people think, if you're talking about cash back, okay, credit cards that's dominant in terms of worth having, it's the AAA Daily Advantage credit card, okay? Now, this credit card is issued through Community Bank, all right? Now, here's the reason why people like this card is because it gives you 5% cash back. Reason, again, this credit card is on the list because it's easy to get this here card, all right? Versus if you was looking for a regular 5% cashback credit card like with an American Express credit card or something like that, the thing about it is that you would probably have to have a much higher credit score in order to get approved for the American Express Blue Cash card, okay? Now, here's something, again, for you guys that have bad credit, there's some resources, and I'm going to tell you about this other credit card that I know is a win-win. You all can go to findhelp, findhelp.org, okay, and put your zip code in. When you put your zip code in, guys, what ends up happening, it'll tell you about all the nonprofit programs in your community that help you pay your rent, that help you put food on the table. It helps you if you have a baby. It helps you if you have disabilities. It helps you with transportation. So I would definitely encourage you all to actually reach out to them, especially when you are struggling, all right? Now, another place for you guys to actually take a look at is when you work, and I always tell you to go get a free interest loan, okay? And so with that free interest loan, that means you filing your W-4 with your HR if you have a job, okay? And so that way they can stop taking taxes out of your check so you can bring home a bigger paycheck so that you can get caught up on bills as well. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you, I know this is about credit cards, but one platform that you all should take a look at is Low Credit Finance, okay? They work with tribal lenders, okay? And if you have bad credit, if you're on disability, they still can help find a lender to loan you money, okay? They go anywhere from $100 up to $50,000 with their loans, okay, when you have bad credit. So that's a platform that you all can actually take a look at as well. Now, talking about this last credit card, and this is definitely a win-win for people with bad credit. All right, that's the Navy Federal Rewards card. All right, now let me explain to you why. You have to excuse the noise, guys. Let me explain to you why this here card is a win-win. All right, once you get into Navy Federal, okay, Navy Federal being a relationship bank. So being a relationship bank, if you are able to find somebody in your family that is military related, if they join, then they can help you join. Or if you stay in a household and you're a friend to somebody and you all share the same address, then if they join Navy Federal, you can join as well, okay? Now, another thing is in terms of helping the relationship is adding on a Navy Federal authorized user to the card, to your file, all right? That definitely helps. Also, if you're able to do a direct deposit, the reason I'm telling you this in terms of the relationship with the internal score, okay? So that's the reason why I'm telling you that. What you want to do is open up a checking account, a savings account, a CD or money market account. That's definitely a hidden gem that a lot of people are not aware of, all right? And opening up a pledge loan and a secured card, especially when you have bad credit. Now, here's the reason why, again, I'm talking about the Navy Federal Rewards card, because this is so important. Most people are not aware. Not only does the Navy Federal Rewards card give you 3% on gas, on groceries, right? And 3% on other things. The biggest advantage of the Navy Federal Rewards card versus any other card that I've mentioned is that you can liquidate it. And so what I mean by that is that you can get one of Navy Federal's prepaid Go cards, okay? It's called the Go card, the prepaid card. And you can transfer the balance from your Navy Federal Rewards card over to that card, and you can use it just like cash. The reason I'm bringing this up, because sometimes, and because Navy Federal gives, they don't have an issue with you having a 580 credit score, and they're giving you $25,000 limits on a card like this. The thing about it is, for most people, there may be other situations that happen of why you may need that money beyond groceries and gas. All right, you may be trying to catch up on some rent, right? And so, or you probably needing to help out somebody because they're in a unfortunate situation. So that's the reason why I would tell you guys to look at that card if you're able to get access to that card. I think that's one of the best cards. And the reason, going back to why that's the best card, is because it must be a Visa or MasterCard. You cannot, that American Express Navy Federal card, that card wouldn't benefit. That card is not better than the Navy Federal Rewards card, okay? So if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.